Good morning, everybody. Today's episode of 365 Days of Single Shenanigans, we are going to be talking about protein. So this is my breakfast. It is 2 eggs scrambled with a little bit of butter, a Heinz for 1 baked beans can, and peas. Now the way I make the beans and peas is I actually put the frozen peas on the bottom of the bowl, and then I make sure they're all covered with the beans so that I can just put them in the microwave at the same time. I actually used this plate to cover the bowl so that I wouldn't get bean splatter all over my microwave. And then I just quickly scrambled these eggs in a bit of butter. And it is really delicious. I've been having this breakfast for weeks now, and the thing is, it looks like not much, but there's a lot of protein in here. You wouldn't expect there was this much protein in here. In the comments, guess how much protein is in it. I'll tell you the first thing: the eggs have 12 grams of protein. So I think we could all guess that 2 eggs is about 10 to 12 grams of protein. But the real number is there's about 26 grams of protein in here. So where does the other 14 come from, you ask? I'm so glad you asked. There's about 10 grams from the beans, and then there's about 4 grams from the peas. Actually, I'm not 100% sure how much peas I have in there, so it could be 2 to 4 grams. So about 24 to 26 grams of protein. Pretty good for such a cheap breakfast. Now, my goals with protein are just about 20 grams of protein at each meal, and then some protein snacks as well. So in my last episode, I showed you my my cottage cheese and beetroot dip. That's got about, if for 100 grams serving would be about 10 grams of protein, I think. But I could totally be wrong because I haven't actually done the math. It's just that 100 grams of cottage cheese is 12 grams of protein. And so I'm like, well, in 100 grams of that dip, I think most of it would be the cottage cheese, but it might only have like 6 or 8 grams, but at least it is something, and also giving me those nutrients from the beetroot as well. That's why I started doing that. But later today, I'm actually going to be making dinner for me and my grandfather, and my secret to high protein meals lately has actually been kangaroo mince, because it is about $14 a kilo, $15 a kilo at Woolies. I actually got it on sale recently. I got 2 kilos on sale for $13.50 a kilo. So that was pretty awesome. And the thing about kangaroo mince is that it's higher protein than beef, lower fat, and it has so many more micronutrients. It's free range, and it's definitely not grain fed. Well, actually, I don't know about that, but I'd assume it's not. So I actually on Saturday made a Kangaroo Burrito Bowl for dinner and for meal prep. So that's actually what I'm having for lunch today. And then I'll show you I just kind of made up this recipe. I mean, I think every good cook knows how to make a bolognese. You get some carrot, you get some celery, you get some onion, a little bit of garlic, and meat, crushed tomatoes. I'm also adding zucchini and mushrooms to get some more veggies in there, because while I'm focusing on protein, I also want to have a lot of fiber, which is again why this is such a great breakfast, because there's so much fiber in beans. So I'm getting the protein and the carbs and the fiber from beans. Beans are a superfood, guys. Beans are just straight up a superfood. Eat some beans today, I beg of you. Anyways, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. See you later. We are back and it is lunchtime. I totally forgot to eat my morning snack, so I am so hungry right now, but I do not have a lot of time before I have a meeting. So yeah, let me walk you through what we've got here. On the bottom, you can't see it, but underneath all of this, there is half a cup of rice. And now I really don't have measurements for anything else, but this is kangaroo mince, onion, I got the canned diced capsicum, so I didn't have to do it myself. So there's 3 of those of the small cans of diced capsicum you can get at Woolies, some frozen corn, and then beans, and I think I used a little bit of oil when I cooked it as well. And then I got a big helping of salsa there, big helping of Greek yogurt. I only ever do either Greek yogurt or cheese, so this time I decided to do Greek yogurt, but next time maybe I'll want cheese. I have no idea the exact amount of protein in here, but I'm pretty sure there's gotta be at least 20 grams between the kangaroo, the beans, the Greek yogurt, and the rice. There's gotta be 20 grams of protein at least in here, if not closer to 30. But I will do the proper calculations at some point to find out how many grams of protein are actually in this. But that is not for today, and I have to eat so quickly, so I will see you later. Okay, so there's been a bit of a hiccup today. I really can't miss my morning snack because not only was I completely ravenous by lunch, my lunch didn't satisfy my hunger, and so in the middle of my meeting I ran out to get my high protein cottage cheese dip and my seaweed crackers, and I had a serving of that, and that still didn't satisfy my hunger. So it's been just an hour since I ate lunch, and yet I'm having a second afternoon snack. This one isn't very protein full, but I mean, there's some protein in peanut butter, some protein in oats, and some protein in milk, but mostly this is carbs and fat, to be honest. But it is what it is. This is what I have available, and I know that oats always satisfy me, and if they don't, the milk definitely will. But this is actually really good. So the reason that I'm focusing on protein right now is because, and only 20 grams, just 20 grams at meal times, right? Is because well, I think we can all agree I do need to lose a bit of weight. There's quite a bit of flabs going on right here. So, like, for my health, I do need to lose weight. I am technically obese. But I've had a lot of problems with my metabolism in the past, becoming underfunctioning due to a lack of eating regularly, and yet I retain my my fluff because my body's just used to that. I actually managed to stunt my growth as a child. I've actually got very small hands. I don't know if you can quite tell how small my hands are, but my feet are so small that my sneakers have Velcro. So I really did stunt my growth. I should probably be like 5-10 centimeters taller. I should be tall, but I'm really short. So I needed to fix my metabolism, and the fact that I'm so hungry is actually a really good sign. It means that I may have actually restored my metabolism, which means that I may be healthy enough to lose weight again. So that's really, really exciting. I do have an appointment with my doctor tomorrow, so I will talk to her about getting my metabolism tested. Yes, you can do that. I've had my dietitian do it once before. That's the first time I found out that I had an under-functioning metabolism. That was quite a few years ago, and when I started eating more, I actually lost weight. It's so crazy. It's genuinely true. After she measured my metabolism, it was like, yeah, you're not eating enough. I started eating more. It was the minimum was 3 meals a day, and then bonus was like 3 meals with some snacks. But when I started eating a minimum of 3 meals a day, I lost weight because my metabolism was like, oh, okay. I lost 5 kilograms just by eating more. And I was also going to the gym during that time as well, but like once a week, doing like barely anything. Trust me, it was not a lot of calories being burnt, but I did manage to lose 5 kilos, which was crazy, without doing like anything. And then I also lost 15 kilos quite a while ago after I'd been eating well for quite some time, and then I went on a really restrictive diet. I lost 15 kilograms in a month, and I got so sick. And I haven't had a successful weight loss since because I never really fully recovered from just how little food I was eating during that time. It wasn't even that difficult. That's the thing. Like, it's not difficult for me to eat very, very little. I can suppress my hunger really well. I have a lot of practice suppressing my hunger, but I overdo it a lot. So it is really, really exciting how hungry I've been today, because I have not been this hungry for some time. And this isn't just the only day. Like, I've been consistently getting hungry at the same times every day, and I'm so excited about it because it means that I am probably healthy enough to start losing weight. But I will wait until I get my metabolism tested and find out if that really is the case. What they do actually to measure your metabolism is you have to go first thing in the morning. You can't do anything beforehand, and you lie there. It's actually so chill. You just lie there for like 30 minutes and they measure how much you're breathing. Because see, when your metabolism slows down, what's actually happening is it's not that your body needs less calories or that it's just learned to do everything normally on less calories. What it actually does is it takes away from essential bodily functions. So when they measure your breathing, if your metabolism's under functioning, you're not breathing as much as somebody who has a normal metabolism. And that it's the same thing. It affects your immune system, it affects your growth. That's why I couldn't grow. I literally am shorter than I was at 12 years old. I am 2 centimeters shorter right now than when I was 12 years old because of the terrible, terrible habits of undereating. So that's how they measure it. And I think you get the results the day that you get the test. So that is really exciting. But it does mean, like, if I want to go to my old dietitian, that's quite far away. So I might actually have to find a dietitian closer, which will be kind of annoying, but like not the end of the world. Anyways, I should eat this food. I'm really hungry and I have so much things to do. But yeah, I will not be skipping my snacks anymore. And hopefully, I'm healthy enough to start losing weight. Oh, and also the number, right? So the number of grams of protein that I'm targeting, right? 20 grams at 3 meals a day, and then a little bit at like snacks and stuff. That is because, see, my goal weight is probably, like, as a muscly lady, if I want to be muscle, probably maximum 65 kilograms. So I really don't need to be eating more than like 70 grams of protein a day. Now, I could try and stretch for 100 just to make it much easier to build muscle, but I'm not actually lifting weights right now anyways. So I think it's just completely reasonable, and I don't want to be spending all of my money on protein. I really don't. It's so expensive, okay? But with the 20 gram goal, I can use the eggs that we have in our backyard free. Well, free for me. We have to, my grandparents like buy them food and stuff, but free. And then baked beans, so cheap. Beans in my burrito bowls, again, so cheap. Rice, cheap. Kangaroo meat, cheap. So I'm able to use all of these really cheap protein sources because I don't have to worry about getting 100 grams of protein a day, 120 grams of protein a day, some people do. I don't have to worry about spending all of that money. And plus, I don't think I'd be able to fit it all in my tummy. I really don't. I really don't think I'd be able to fit it all in my stomach because, again, with the having been under eating for so long, anytime I've eaten too many calories, it's always been because it's a calorie dense food, like McDonald's or high fat foods. I would not be able to fit 100 grams of protein into my tummy along with regular food. It would just not work out for me. So that is why I don't do some insane amount of protein, and I do just like a reasonable amount for me. You gotta remember, I am 162 centimeters tall. That is very small. I'm this big. That is very, very short. I shop in the petite section. Again, I have children's shoes. Not only do I have children's shoes, I have preschool shoes with Velcro on them. So I'm not doing these crazy, like, I don't need to eat 45 grams of protein at breakfast. Thank you very much. That's all. That's all. I'm gonna eat my peanut butter and oats now. We have successfully cooked a lovely, delicious meal, and I totally forgot cutlery, but that's okay. So what I have here is that bolognese that I showed you I made in the time lapse, and protein spaghetti. So this spaghetti actually has 24 grams of protein per 100 grams. I don't need that much. I probably had like, this is probably about 50 grams before being cooked, and then it's about a cup of bolognese, half a cup, I don't know, whatever a ladle is, a ladle full of bolognese, and then of course a little piece of bread, because sometimes a girl needs to eat some bread and butter, okay? Sometimes a girl just needs a little bread, and then of course Parmesan cheese. So I'm not sure exactly how much protein is in this one either, but I'm pretty sure it's more than 20 grams because we got the kangaroo meat in there with the very, very protein pasta. I was gonna add lentils as well, just to like boost the like fiber and protein a little bit, but I ended up not doing that. But yeah, I'm so exhausted. I'm gonna eat this and then I am gonna edit this video and go to bed. So see you tomorrow.